I'm Allegra Jordan, and this is Tools for Tough Times. Today's edition, I want to talk about the chisel. This is a great instrument for doing some fine work. And as you know, with a chisel, which has a little sharp point here, you put it in somewhere and you hit it with a hammer. And if you put it in the right place, things break at a clean break. If you don't put it in the right place, it just becomes a mess. And I wanted to talk today about a recent learning that I had about a pretty old text called Games People Play. So you're now in closer relationships with some people, more distant relationships with other people. And those people who are healthy are going to have their issues. Everyone's going to have them. I have them. But then there'll be other people who have had habits of distress that would be very helpful for you to know about. And if you can identify what those challenges are that you're facing, if you can see what they're doing, then you can very carefully break through that challenging behavior. If you don't, though, it's going to be a mess because it's designed to be a mess. So the text I wanted to talk about was the book by Eric Berne called Games People Play. I was having a challenging issue earlier this year, and I was talking with my husband about it, and he said, "Oh, that's the game of yes, but." And I said, "Stop, what is this? I've been married to you for 10 years, and I'm just learning about the game of yes, but." And he said, "Well, in the 1960s, a book was written about games people play. And when people are distressed, there are a number of actions that they take in order to achieve some kind of outcome. And that outcome may be to prove to them that they don't need to change, or to create some kind of outcome where two people fight, or something else that goes on that's not really healthy for anybody. But it's really easy to get caught up into the game. Here's one of them called Yes But. A person comes to you and says, "I have this problem." And you say, "Well, here's a solution." And they say, "Well, yes, but," and then you give them another solution and they're like, "Yes, but," and you find out very quickly that they're not interested in solving the problem. They're interested in coming up to you, saying that they want help. When you give the help, they refuse it, and they end up in the same place that they were, but they say, "Well, at least I asked for help, therefore I'm justified being where I am. I don't need to change." There are a number of these games that distressed people play, but it's very easy to get caught up in them if you don't know what those games are. So I'll put a link in the comment section about a list of these games. And during this time, it would really add years to your life if you study these games, understand how to break the games, and then from then on, you can focus your ideas on healthy relationships while having a really good vocabulary and ability to issue spot during these games. Now, I went to Georgetown University's executive coaching program, and when I brought this issue up to the team on the alumni get together online, and I shared this, a number of people said this is one of the best texts for understanding what's going on. But they added a different layer. It's not just that people play games, it's that people assume a persona when they are in the game. And that persona is either the demanding parent or the helpless child that you're supposed to help. And it's very easy to get sucked into either, instead of just being an adult, being someone's parent or being someone's child. And you don't want that. You want healthy adult to adult relationships, but it's very easy to get into that because it's emotional and it draws us into something quicker than we'd like to say we'd be there. The most important element of working with people who are playing games is to know who you are, who you want to be, and stand grounded in that so that your statements are about what you need to move forward productively. That's the safest place to be. Now, it won't get you out of conflict. Distressed people will create challenges for you, but you can know yourself, know what you're dealing with, and from that place, make the healthiest choices for you. I wish that for you. I wish you to be able to, especially in these tough times, to see very clearly what you're dealing with if you are dealing with someone who's in distress, and use a chisel, not a sledgehammer, on these issues, because it's going to give you the finest point to make the best choices to get you the outcome that you want. I wish you well. Stay away from the games if possible.